Today we're here at Sheikh Mohammed Center for Cultural Understanding, and we're going to be talking about the Emirati culture and the specifics of the culture and what we need to understand when we visit the UAE.
Very authentic.
It is, and they call it the majlis or al-majlis. You take off your shoes before you reach the carpet, because they're going to be serving the food here and people will be sitting around the area here.
Welcome to Sheikh Mohammed Barashi Center for Cultural Understanding.
Did you have situations in your life, maybe with foreigners, with tourists, when you thought, oh my God, they do need some lessons of etiquette?
Actually, I do have those situations. I wouldn't say every day, but very often. And it's not only foreigners. So etiquette is more of manners in general. So I always say the golden rule in etiquette is to take into consideration the feelings of the person in front of you before you speak or you act.
I found few videos for you.
How foreigners behave when in Dubai or some other Arab countries. And I will ask your comments if it's appropriate, not very appropriate, if it's a mistake, or if it's okay. Everyone who comes to Dubai tries this. Arabic coffee. And that's how Donald Trump tried it when he was in Saudi. Is there any mistake?
Yeah, definitely. First of all, you should always, in the Middle East and especially in the Gulf region, eat and drink using your right hand. And you can see that Donald Trump and Melania Trump are using their left hand when they're having their coffee. So you should be carrying your coffee cup in your right hand when you drink it.
What's the reason?
Actually, it's religious, first of all.
Okay. Arabic coffee.
Yes.
Essential part of the etiquette.
It is. So Arabic coffee is part of the Emirati culture, and usually wherever you go, you'll be served Arabic coffee as a welcome. What's very important here to know is that when someone serves the Arabic coffee, they will be carrying the coffee pot, which is the dalla, in their left hand, and the coffee cup, which is finjan, in the right hand. Because when they give it to you, it should be given by right hand, and you should receive it using your right hand. Now, when I pour the coffee, I will pour it, I will not fill the finjan or the cup. I will just pour 1/3 of it, and I'll give it to you using my right hand. You'll receive it using your right hand as well. And you'll drink it. Usually who serves the coffee will be next to you until you finish your cup, and you'll give it back to him. If you want a refill, you'll just extend it to me and I'll take it and refill. If you don't want a refill, you're done, you have to shake it. And when I see you shaking the cup, I will know that you're done with one shot, and I'll take the cup and I'll move to the next person. After you're done, imagine if you're done with the coffee, you give it back to me.
Can I?
Go ahead. If you give it back to me now, without shaking, it means you want a refill, you will put it on the top, and I'll refill it for you. You will shake it. If you shook the cup, I'll take it and I'll put it in the bottom. Not on top, because you're done, no one will use it after you.
Okay.
You're done?
Thank you very
Then I'll
much.
put it at the bottom. You ask why 1/3. When you fill it like fully, if I fill it all the way till the top, it shows that you're not welcomed.
Really?
Like, just have the coffee and leave.
So 1/3 is better than the full cup?
Of course. It shows that I'm there for your comfort. I'll wait for you to finish the first shot, and I'll ask you if you want the second one. Religiously, right hand is the clean hand, so we always use it to eat, to drink, and this is the very first lesson they teach us in school, in the Islamic culture class. So the first lesson is about And funny enough, it's dining etiquette. What they teach us is that when you sit to eat, you should say Bismillah, which is in the name of God, and then you start. You eat using your right hand, and you eat from the part that is in front of you. So if you have a sharing plate, you only eat from the side that is to your side, in front of you, not from the other side. That's the very first lesson they teach us, and we are in grade 1, so we're like 6 years old. It's religious. I'm, for example, left-handed, yet when I eat and drink, I do use my right hand.
Oh, really?
Yes, because I'm not very religious, but it's part of us now. It's part of your culture, part of your daily behavior.
So is it like a rude mistake?
I would say yes, but again, we're talking about Donald Trump, so Donald Trump unfortunately made so many mistakes in protocol.
He got a lesson from the king.
Saeed, and he'll give it to you. With the right hand.
The king literally asked him to use his other hand. I think he's being a very good host by serving the tea or pouring the tea himself, not waiting for people to do it. Yet I don't know why he's using his left hand. Vladimir Putin, he's using his own hand, like his own culture. It's okay. not as bad as Donald Trump's mistake. When it comes to handshakes, for us in Islam, since we do not, if you're religious enough, you don't shake hands with gentlemen. Some people who are actually, I don't know if you want to put this on the camera or not, some people who are very religious, even if they're sitting with their legs crossed and the call for prayer starts, they will just put their leg down out of respect. This is very interesting. Maybe you'll like this information. When a baby is born, in Islam, the very first thing that should be said in his right ear is this, the adhan.
By whom? By mom?
Dad. And it's like whispering. But he would say the adhan in his right ear. Yeah, hospital, wherever the mom gave birth. You will see it a lot between diplomats and VIPs and ministers.
They have a little bit different rules, right?
It is protocol. In protocol, they do handshakes.
How is it about men handshakes?
They are good friends, they have a good relationship, and they're being very friendly and cool, you know, they're acting very cool. Yeah, exactly. People stopped shaking hands,
yes,
and they started the fist bump, the elbow bump, and from an etiquette point of view, I tell you this is all wrong. I would say if you want to leave a good impression, be very professional, you either do the namaste or you just put your hand on your heart. Prince Charles does that all the time. He greets people using the namaste. King Abdullah of Jordan, he would put his hand on his heart wherever he goes to avoid handshakes during COVID-19. So you can see it, you can of course do the fist bump and elbow bump with your friends, no one cares, you can be as cool as you want, but if you look at it from a medical point of view, your fist is definitely not sanitized, and when you do the elbow bump, in etiquette, when you need to sneeze and you don't have a tissue, what do they ask you to do? You sneeze in your elbow. Namaste and hand over heart is what I recommend actually.
Vladimir Zelensky is the president of Ukraine.
Yes.
In Qatar.
You can see his delegation, they're crossing their legs. Gentlemen should always have both feet on the ground. You can see the Qatari delegation, they have their feet on the ground. But the sole of the feet, the bottom side of the feet is something that you shouldn't show. It's very disrespectful. So you wouldn't see people sitting, for example, if someone is sitting across the room, they will not put their feet in front of my face, like towards me. That's disrespectful. And do you remember the photo of Bella Hadid?
I have it.
Yeah? It caused a huge problem, putting her feet up, and you can see a flag of one of the countries in the background. I'm sure she didn't mean it.
For you, for example, if you see this photo,
when I saw it, I was like, oh no, what did Bella do? Yes. And it did cause her some problems with some of the companies she's working with. They took down her photos and
it's about dress code.
Okay.
Still, a lot of people who come to Dubai, even tourists, they're sometimes a little bit confused. So this is Melania Trump in Saudi Arabia. So
see how modest? It's a very modest dress, even the suit.
Approved?
Yes, definitely approved. The color is not shiny, nothing bright, professional, and it's very modest. It covers 90% of her body. You can only see her hands and face, which is acceptable in the Islamic culture. Covering your head is the old Saudi restrictions or rules, not the new ones. Saudi Arabia has changed a lot during the last couple of years, and you don't need to really cover your head anymore there. So always update yourself on the changes that happen.
There was this rule.
That was a rule, not only culture. It was a rule. You need to cover your head.
Even if you were like
regardless,
tourist.
yeah, that doesn't matter.
But
you wear an abaya, you cover your head, and then
abaya, not even just let's
no.
say just dress.
Abaya, and then later on some changes happened, and last time I was in Riyadh, we only needed to wear abaya without covering our head. A couple of months later, the abaya is not obligatory anymore.
So this is Conor McGregor.
Mm-hmm. Is he training or shooting like a specific video for an ad or
training? No, it's not an ad. He's just training.
Rule-wise, he shouldn't be shirtless. I don't know how well known he is, but it can cause some problems. This is one of the rules in Dubai.
Be a problem?
He might be fined, yeah. And they are different from one emirate to another. We need to keep that into consideration. In Sharjah, things are a bit more conservative. It's a dry emirate, so there are no alcohol served in public. The same goes for your dress code. You need to be more conservative when you choose your clothes. You cannot be on the public beach or the open beach wearing a bikini in Sharjah. That's acceptable in Dubai. So we need to understand the differences between one emirate and another if you want to dig deeper into culture and jewels.
British blogger. She's walking with her friend around Dubai Mall.
Your Dubai trip so far then?
Amazing. Thank you very much.
What's your favourite part?
Probably everything about it, just Dubai in general, yes.
Okay, so
and it's because of you. Everything. It's because of you.
So what's the plan tomorrow though?
Where do you find these videos and photos? Very interesting.
I did.
Yeah, good job. You did your homework.
Exactly.
Yes, public display of affection, PDA, is illegal in the UAE. So you shouldn't be displaying affection between partners or not, it doesn't matter. It is disrespectful. They are in a public place and you can see Emiratis in the background. This is disrespectful to the culture, to the religion, and to the rules. Actually, it's illegal. So public display of affection is illegal.
But they've realized their mistake.
Oh, really?
Oh my god, I'm so we are going to be Jordan, we couldn't. Oh my god, I'm so awkward. We can't do that.
Do what?
Kissing public.
Oh really?
Yeah, I just realised. Oh my god, that's so awkward, Jordan. I feel people staring. I feel so awkward.
From restriction point of view, alcohol and pork, so they are forbidden in our religion. That's definitely something you shouldn't gift. We don't have any superstition related to numbers, like in the States they don't deal with 13. Flowers is okay, but in business no one uses flowers except for decorating like the tables or the stage. So usually you don't give flowers in business because it's very intimate. So flowers might be between partners, friends, but not in business. And definitely no flowers in funerals. That's very important. So for Muslims, we do not use flowers in funerals, never. So when you have to visit someone because you want to pay condolences, you do not take anything with you. Not flowers, not anything else.
But I know that Muslims like using roses in WhatsApp.
Yes.
This,
now Muslims, for Arabs, yes. Sometimes, especially in this part of the world, I can text you and in the end of the thing, I'll send you a flower as like, for me, I send this, usually,
okay.
yeah. Welcome to my office.
oh, office.
Actually, it's a hotel room, but they turned it into an office due to COVID. A couple of hotels in Dubai did that. Actually, whenever I have to deliver a training and I need a quiet place with good internet connection, I'll just come bring my stuff here. And sometimes I do that to shoot videos, hence the ring here. So I do some videos for social media, for clients. And again, it's very photogenic and quiet, as I said.